Hello and welcome to my first ever Let's Play guide walkthrough thing. I am the Namekian, a lifelong nerd, and for the next few months, whatever it takes, be playing through Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for the Gamecube. Now, I have skipped the first prologue map. Just basically it's a walkthrough map, kind of saving saving everyone's time for that. But I will be progressing throughout the rest of the maps, doing as much as I can remember. So let's get it started with Chapter 1, The Battle Begins. And I will remain silent in between and after the battles, just so that you guys can read and enjoy or do whatever it is you're going to want to do. Alright, so basically what we got is a bunch of bandits are terrorizing a nearby village, and we are called in to stop them. And we get a quick little minor tutorial about the maps and some fighting. Some just basic stuff. I thought about editing out this map too, but you know, it's short and sweet, so nothing really all that exciting for a while. Sorry about that. But basically, just outlining some of the features that it didn't outline in the previous map. If you do want to know more about the gameplay elements and a brief overview about all that you can do, feel free to check out my review, which I go into a little bit more depth into to what's going on and the backstory and kind of the history of the series and all that. So feel free to take a gander that way as well. Alright, and here we go. First things first, we've got an introduction to our first four characters that we are controllable characters as they were. We got basically two on foot and two mounted, obviously. We'll let them finish. Basically going over the triangle where the sword has the advantage over axes, which has the advantage over lances, which has advantages over swords. And I do apologize about some background noise if you hear it. My complex has a mowing fetish that apparently they have to mow the yard every day of the week, apparently. So, first up, we have Boyd. A very good fighter, well worth leveling up. He will eventually become a pretty destructive force, particularly only using axes. Though once, as the story progresses, you have the ability to give him to use bows as well. Oscar, while not a bad character, probably one that you're just going to want to keep on the bench, use as needed. He's not bad at all, but you're gonna find better units than him. Ike, the main character, like him or hate him, you got to have him in every single map. He is a very good player, very good character, nearly indestructible later on. Titania, also a very good player, a very good character, very good unit. To level up. However, there are better. I will choose in this playthrough to level her up as my, I guess, knight or paladin, if you will. And she can use axes and lances. She's also an already second-tier unit. For XP purposes, I won't be using her too much in these first couple of maps, since the XP rates that she gets for killing items won't be nearly as much as some of the others. So always a good idea to kind of take a quick look around. The purple items that the enemies have, meaning that they're drop items. So it's good to kill them with a unit that actually has storage space in order to get the item, and I think I kind of messed that up on this map. These are sort of pre-recorded for ease sake, though moving forward they may not be, but this particular one is. Just taking a look at the main boss here. Really not all that threatening. He doesn't move either, so it's pretty safe to move around without worrying about him coming after you. Also on this map, you see that there's a bunch of houses. If you visit the house and talk to the villagers, they will provide you with items to help you along your way. It could be a weapon, it could be an item, it could be whatever. But it's very good to always visit those houses, because they can help out a lot, especially ones that are hard to get. Generally, those often have rarer items than need be. But this is a pretty simple map, kind of using some strategies here. I was very lucky with Boyd getting that initial kill, but ultimately I'm using Oscar as kind of the tank or weaker, to weaken the enemy a bit, so that Ike or Boyd can go in and kill and get the XP. You do get more XP per kill, or you do get more XP if you actually kill the unit, instead of just damaging it. So it's kind of a way that you can kind of shear things out, but still give the most XP to the units that you actually care about leveling up. Now, normally your instinct is going to be to make a rush for that upper right-hand house, but kind of know better. That's not exactly going to happen on this particular map. Generally, every map that has houses that you can visit, they generally have bandits that or pirate-like characters that that will come around and destroy the house. So it's important to visit the house before they go in and destroy it, or you'll obviously lose your chance to get that item. And as you can see, I made up my luck for that one-shot kill earlier by Boyd missing the unit. Though it's a pretty safe bet that sword unit isn't exactly going to be giving me any trouble for the next turn, so I'm not overly concerned with it. But as you can see, that the axe did have the disadvantage in that, and it probably didn't help matters too much. But you know, sometimes you just got to do it. It's not end of the world for a weaker to attack a stronger weapon. Stats also come into play, but generally sword users are very quick, and generally axe users are very slow. so your chances of actually hitting the unit generally aren't that great. And by the way, this playthrough will be on the medium difficulty settings. Easy is just way too easy, and personally, it kind of robs the fun of playing the game. Likewise, hard, while still a very, very fun mode to play, it increases the number of units and basically reduces your damage to the units. In essence, making it a making the maps longer to complete, and I kind of want to try to keep these within a reasonable time frame, just because this is more of a kind of a suggestion, kind of a walkthrough, just because, you know, you're probably not going to be able to repeat every single move that I make. With the exception of a couple of maps in which I will mention when we get there, but so it's kind of just a suggestion to how to work. But some maps under hard mode can take several hours to beat. So I'm just trying to you know, get this out within a reasonable time frame. I'm also playing this under a fixed mode instead of a random leveling, which is basically my units will level when they level up. They will increase the appropriate stats and not something random. Again, I did that just simply to increase the or to decrease the time it takes to play through the game. In essence, it makes those rings that you would see every now and then. Those rings basically turn your unit from the random to set anyways, so it's not really that big of a thing one way or the other. But just so you know, that when my character stats level, it could be different from when yours levels. If you're playing this on a non-fixed mode. So here we are at the boss, and as you can see, I could have easily killed him with Titania, but again, I want the XP to be, I don't really want her to get XP quite yet from the kills. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sort of spread the love between the different units. In order to do that, I use Titania to rescue the units, basically getting them out of the way. And mounted units, when you don't use up their entire move getting to the enemy, they can move again after attacking. So basically, I used Boyd and Oscar to weaken them so that I can go in and get the kill. Though there really wasn't too much of a worry of there wasn't really any danger for Ike to take him on totally by himself, but even hitting a boss XP does give more of a bonus XP than your normal units. So again, it's just a way to spread out some extra bonus XP between your units. And there we go. The first map cleared. Or almost cleared. I have to seize. Only Ike can seize, which means you have to go on to that blinking box. So and basically what I'm doing here is I'm doing a little bit of item management before ending the map, just to save a little bit of time on the next map. And that will basically conclude our first map. I hope this was enjoyable. I promise to get better as things move forward. I will try to get these out as fast as I can. I do have the review, should be uploaded by now as well. The link will probably be in there somewhere below. I do have additional reviews and another walkthrough that I may start here pretty soon or not, but we'll see how things go. As always, please comment and on both the walkthrough and whatever below. And until next time, God bless. Thank you for watching.